In this video, I'll show you how to make really great YouTube thumbnails using Canva. These are really quick and really easy, even for a complete beginner, and also look really great. Now, I used to use Photoshop and I've moved over to Canva because it's so much quicker and so much easier. And I want to show you these first two designs that I've got here. The reason that I like these two designs is with this first one, it really pops. This image looks so good that it attracts attention. And with this second one, it's simple, so it just shows the message really quickly. This one looks complicated, but it's not. And this one looks simple, and it is. So let's look at how to do this first one, first of all. What I do, I go over to Pixabay. And in Pixabay, they've got some really good images, and I'm looking for something that just attracts that attention straight away. So I did one search on YouTube there, and I also did a search on video and looked through both of them. So if we look down here, I think something like this attracts attention. Maybe this one does because it's simple but it stands out, and I'm looking for something that really pops. The other thing I've got to take into account is that I need to put text on it. So I might want something that I could put text underneath, or something that I could put text by the side of. So what I did with that one, I'm going to show you how to do that one here, this one. So I actually found that doing a search on video, and when I went down, I noticed that one, which is here, and I thought, okay, it looks really good. So I clicked on it, and then I just clicked free download, and you can use these ones on Pixabay for anything. So I just downloaded this size, the 1900. It's actually smaller than that I need, so it's okay. I clicked on download, and then I went over to Canva, and I'm actually going to hold down the control key and click create a design. So it opens in a new window, so I can come back to this. Over here we need to check the size or the design that we want, and I'm actually doing the YouTube thumbnail. It's this one, 720 high and 1280 wide. If it isn't up here somewhere, then you can go down and find it down here. So I'm going to click on that one to create a new one. And we've got lots of layouts, so I'll find the layout that I actually used for that last one. There's so many. You can put the text in a box. Sometimes the text is on the right, the left, sometimes underneath, and you've got some different shapes as well. So this is the one I used. I'll click on that one, and it appears over here on the right. So if we have a look at the example here, what I've done, I've made this box a bit bigger. I've put the text above it and the image on the left. So let's do that. Let's change the image. So I'll click here on uploads, and to upload a new image, you just click here, and then you find it. Because I've uploaded it already, I've got it here, and I can just drag it across. When you upload, a green line comes across, and when that green line finishes, it means it's ready to use. So let's drag that over there, and that's fine. And it's actually centered anyway. If it's not quite centered, you can double click, and you can just move it around a little bit, and then just click this tick here, or the check. That's it. If you like, you could make this a bit smaller and this bigger. You can drag these boxes around. They've all got some handles on them to change the size, and you can bring them down. You can drag on things and move them around. So you might want to move this text down or move this box down. In my case, I need to make the box bigger, so I'm going to drag this at the top and bottom here. Let's put that back in there. You also get some lines come up. As this is in the middle, you can see a dotted line comes up. So it just balances it left and right there. Let's put the text in then. So it's how to create awesome YouTube thumbnails for complete beginners. How to, and I've forgotten already, create awesome YouTube thumbnails. And what we can do now, we can just move that up, and I'll move it make it a little bit bigger so it fits in there. Over here I can center it, so I'm going to align that in the center. And this text here is a little bit too long for it, so we need to fit that in. I've just got an S there that doesn't fit in. I can go to spacing here, that's one way of doing it. And we've got the letter spacing, so if I make that smaller to make it fit in, that's one way. That line height, I'll just make that so it balances. The line height is this one, it just changes the height between the letters, and the letter spacing, this top one, just changes the space between the letters. So you can balance it out. Another thing you can do is to change the size of the letters. So you could have made them a bit smaller or a bit bigger. So I think that looks okay. I'm just going to balance that out. Looks okay. And then just change this text at the bottom. So for complete beginners. And that's fine. We can put that in the middle. Looks okay. Let's just look at the original, and I've put it on 3 lines here. So let's do the same thing. You can just put the mouse at the end of the letter and click enter. That'll do that. Or you can make the letters bigger and it will do the same thing. So I'll just show you that way. If I make these letters bigger, then it will just try and spread it out. In fact, it doesn't like it that way, so I will click enter to do that. I need it a bit smaller. 24 maybe is okay, or let's make it 21. Put it over there. Let's make this box a little bit bigger. If we just click on there. Sometimes it's hard to get it. If we move that text out the way, then I can make the box a bit bigger. And I can move the text back again. And again, like I showed you there, you've got these alignment dots. So if you can see there while I hold it, you've got one showing it's aligned downwards, and you've also got one showing it's aligned in the center. So that's it. And I think that looks pretty good. I might want to change it a little bit. Maybe this would be, the pink box would be a bit smaller. Again, I've got to just move it out of the way. Let's put that pink box in the center and put this in there. And that's it. Just get it how you like it. And that's finished. And that's really easy. This looks complicated because of this image, but all I did was download it from Pixabay. So let's look at the second design now. And it's this one here. And I didn't use Pixabay for this. I just used Canva only. So we've got a YouTube icon going to Facebook, and I'm talking about connecting YouTube to Facebook. So let's go on here. I'm going to click on another new design. So that's opened up, and all I'm looking for is really one that's got a bit of space at the bottom that I can put this text in. So let's look for one like that. I'm not too worried about the colors because I can change the colors. That's really easy. So this one looks okay. I'm going to click on that. It's got the bit at the bottom here. It's got some musical notes there that I don't need, and it's got an image that I don't need. So let's get rid of the bits I don't need. I can click on these and click delete on the keyboard to get rid of them. I want to change this color, and I want to remove this image. So if I click on this image, I can just delete, and that'll remove it. And I can then click up here and pick a color for it. Let's just check what colors I use. So I use black, and then I use this red, pretty much similar to this one. So let's put the black in there. First of all, I just click on it because I've already got that selected. So that's the black at the top, and on this yellow bit here, I want to change that to red. And I can choose one of these palette colors, but it's not in there. So I'll click on this plus sign and choose a red right over here somewhere. I think that looks good. That's fine. Let's do the text first so that we can see all the spacing. If I go over here, then it's connect YouTube to Facebook, and it's in white. Let's do that then. If we see here, this is already pushed, this one, and that changes everything to uppercase. So we're just putting in, we just type normally and it will be uppercase. Also, if you want, you can go ahead and change the font, but I'm happy with this font, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to press enter here just to make a new line. And like I said, I need to change this to white. Looks okay. It looks a bit close together there, so I want to change the spacing. I think this text was a bit bigger, slightly bigger maybe. So let's just make this font a little bit bigger. And let's spread the spacing between the letters. Maybe not quite that big. You can actually put a custom size in here. Let's see 52. And then I'm going to make the spacing so it just stretches it across here. So the line spacing looks okay. If it goes onto a new line, you can move these handles here. And that looks okay. I want to also change the height spacing. And now I want to balance it out. I think that's okay. I'm not sure how that compares with my original. My original was a bit closer together there, but it's just to make it so it looks right. Let's just make it slightly closer together there and slightly closer together there. Just so I've got enough space above it for the image. And I think that looks okay. Now I'm going to click on this red and just move this so it's correct. Looks okay. Maybe it's taking up a little bit too much of the room, so I think I'll just bring it down a little bit. Maybe make this text smaller. Let's make that 50. And I think just make it slightly closer together. So I've got enough space above it. I think that looks okay. And now let's just check it's in the middle. Okay, I've got that blue line comes up and the blue line across and up, so that's centered. And let's put the images in here. I got these images from Canva, and you can just do a search on these. So I want YouTube, so I just type in YouTube, and you got lots of free ones, so anyone will do. This one's good enough. Drag it over there. And I just need to resize it. Put that one in. I need a Facebook one. I think I like the square one better. It just goes with the rest of it. Let's put that over there. I also need an arrow, so let's type in arrow. And I just want a simple one, really. This one, something like that. This is the one I used before. So that's fine, and let's resize it. I think I used a white arrow. Yeah. Just change the color there. And that's it, really. It's done. We can just arrange these a bit better. Make sure they're all on the center line here. And that's it. So the thing I really like about this is just drag and drop. You can get free images from Pixabay, so you can get some really stunning images. And it's so easy to do and so quick. All you need to do now is download it. If you click up here on download, then you can choose PNG, but I actually prefer JPEG, and then download that, and then you can upload it to YouTube. There's some other options here. If you're making a different type of design, then you can post it to Facebook, tweet it, or email it to somebody.